Welcome back. Do you know anyone across Indiana taking care of a family who has a disability? Well, they could use your help. Indiana's Medicaid office discovered a big budget shortfall of nearly $1 billion at the end of last year. And maybe you've heard about this. In an effort to immediately start cutting costs, the Family and Social Services Administration announced one possible solution: stop paying parents or spouses who care for their elderly or their loved ones who have a disability, including children with really complicated disabilities and medical conditions. And joining me to explain more of this and how it can and is negatively impacting hundreds of Hoosier families is Kathy Kuhn, who cares for her adult son, William, who we've known each other for years. Her son was diagnosed with Duchenne's muscular dystrophy when he was 6. It's good to see you.
Good to see you too.
We've spent a lot of years raising money together.
Yes.
We wanted to have you on because you're so intelligent and educated on this matter. We've had so many people asking us, Angela, do you guys know what's about to happen here? Can you explain to someone right now what parents and those helping, what's going on?
Well, what is happening is when you have somebody that's disabled living in your house, you are on call 24/7. It takes a village actually to get everything done that you need to get done. Fortunately, William is in a great village. His father, his brothers and sister, friends, family, we're in a really good place. But there are other people that don't have that village surrounding them. And what the program did was allow these families to be able to take care of their loved ones, whether it's their child or their mother or their spouse, and not have to worry about getting another job or feeling that, how am I going to make it this month? Because of the nursing shortage, which is really just a supply and demand issue, not enough nurses to go around. There are families that live in the rural areas that can't find nursing help, and they have to quit their jobs and take care of their loved ones. Who else is going to do it? So the little bit of money that we are getting paid as caregivers just gives you that sense of calm, that you have enough to worry about. Let's not add to the financial burden by taking away this little piece of goodness that helps everything, just kind of keep things calm.
Let's talk about where the FSSA is right now and potentially stopping these payments. What's going to happen next, and then is there something about a July 1st deadline that everybody needs to know about?
That's what I have heard as well, that effective July 1st is when the payments are going to stop. They're working on some other way to help these kind of families, but apparently the amount is not going to be nearly what is being paid now to caregivers. And as I said, the sense of peace and the less stress that you have, it's just worth it. If they can find somewhere else to come up with that shortage, why take it away from the disabled? You're hurting families of disabled people by taking that money away.
February 16th is an important date where fellow Hoosiers are going to be able to lend their voice to this cause. What do you want people to know and to do?
Well, talk to your reps, talk to your state senators, talk to anybody that you can, and just express that this is really not the way to do it. There's got to be another way to come up with it. Families with disabled members have so much else going on. Let them continue to be the caregiver that they want to be, that they love to be for their loved one, but don't make it any harder on them and cause any more stress by pulling at the finances.
Kathy, thank you for being a voice. I know you have said, you have a big village, but not everybody has that, and you're willing to, kind of come here and to let us all know about what everybody's dealing with, and we really appreciate it, and hopefully we'll be able to follow this more and get the word out about what's happening.
Yes.
There is an email address that you can send your comments to about this proposal. We have it for you. It's on our screen. You'll also have it at fox59.com/links, where you'll be able to learn more and to also share, again, your thoughts on that. And Jim, I see you shaking your head, but it's just devastating for so many. Good to see you.
Good to see you as well.